ready to point. But like if you try to do it, it says stop.
That's 15.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. Oh, I can't.
You can't do oh and oh. No.
Okay, now it says live.
Or you could do keep.
Is it keep hold?
Yeah. That's a good idea.
and join us in the next one. Oregon High School and WA require good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators at educational base interclassic events. We request your cooperation by supporting your participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, and ethnic comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the Oregon Ice Rink. We hope you enjoy tonight's game and have great spirit and positive sportsmanship. Let's play hockey.
Hello everybody and welcome back inside Oregon Ice Arena as the Oregon Panthers are set to take on the Onalaska Hilltoppers. Noah Bergstrom back in the booth with my good friend Mitchell Mancusi. Mitchell, being sick wasn't fun, but we're back.
We're back, Noah, and it's great to be here. A great matchup tonight as the Hilltoppers are here to take on the Panthers. Both these teams are 3-3 in their last 6, so a big possibility for both these teams to pick up a win and get moving in the right direction as this season winds down.
Certainly a chance for both of these teams to establish themselves after some uncertain seasons, some ups and downs for both teams. But the Panthers have a great chance to establish themselves here against an Onalaska team that they match up quite well against. This should be a very close game on paper. Both these teams really similar in the way that they play as well as in their strengths and weaknesses, so we should have a good game of hockey as Jacob Cameron is set to take the opening faceoff for the Panthers. And he does eventually win it back for Cameron Mueller. Mueller for Waddell, Waddell for Dosher. Panthers with early possession. Though Onalaska quick to pounce on it as they look to maintain possession in the Oregon zone. Both teams battle for the puck along the far boards. No clear winner. Eventually Onalaska able to get a shot off, but it's handled well by Brock McFarland.
Good first save by Brock there, able to get the glove on it. Getting the start on senior night tonight. You know the boys are trying to send these seniors out on a high note.
Face-off will be to the left of McFarland as the Hilltoppers move some skaters around. Onalaska looked to have the puck momentarily though. The Panthers quickly win it back. Barnish exchanging passes with his fellow defenseman as Jakey eventually finds the puck for the Panthers. Jakey for Anderson. Anderson over the face of the ice, no one there for the Panthers as eventually Barnish falls on it. He's able to spring Jakey. Jakey with space. Jakey looking to move to the front of the net though. Tied up quickly by the Hilltoppers. However, zone is kept by Leatherberry. Long shot, couldn't get a tip. Looking for Jakey back in front. Has a shot fired from an awkward angle. Runs around and finds Leatherberry again. Onalaska looks to get out, though the clear is fanned on as both teams battle for the puck. Eventually Onalaska does find it, though. Great heads-up play, able to keep the zone for the Panthers as they make changes. dumped in by Onalaska. Found by Mueller. Mueller looking over his options. As eventually he finds Shervin. Shervin through center ice. Shervin down the far side. Owen Benjamin there fighting for the puck for the Panthers. Though Onalaska for the moment hangs on in their defensive end. Eventually a pass comes across and found Benjamin. Shot was fired, but handled out in front by the Hilltopper defense as they look to skate back the other way. Puck dumped in behind McFarland. Buskogger there for the Panthers. Mueller now finds Zerwick. Zerwick back for Mueller. Had his pocket picked on Alaska. Unable to connect on the pass though, and they'll be sent packing back to their defensive end. Under 15 to play here in this first period. Shervin with the pressure for the Panthers. Alaska looking to break out. Eventually puck is turned over. Shot fired from an awkward angle from Nieto. Unable to get anything through. Onalaska now back on offense, though. Puck turned over. Panthers had numbers back. And that'll be an offside call, and we'll have a whistle.
Some good looks from the Panthers early. Owen Benjamin able to fire one off quick, make Josh Pogrebum make a quick save there as he was able to drop down into the butterfly, save that one. Panthers have looked very strong in the starting few minutes of this game.
They certainly do. Both teams playing with some fluidity. Not a whole lot of sloppy mistakes thus far. As we've had some good, clean hockey. Panthers looking to get something going offensively. Nieto looking to dump it in. Eventually it's blocked, though. Barnish keeps the zone. Heads up play from the Panther defender. Dosher giving chase. Trades places with Cameron. Eventually finds Leatherberry. Leatherberry able to keep the zone. Onalaska eventually though does get out. Cameron sends it right back the other way. As both teams make changes. Now Jakey looking to fall on it. Couldn't do so. Anderson giving chase for the Panthers though. Ahead is Gillette. Gillette for Onalaska in on alone, and McFarland's able to hang on. The speed of Gillette on display early. McFarland though able to keep his focus and make the save. Not all done yet though, as the Panthers still have to break it out, as now there's a turnover. Pass comes across though, eventually it's picked off. Heads up play from Buskogger. Able to get in the way of potentially another Onalaska chance as Oregon's able to dump it in. Puck now battled for behind the net of the Hilltoppers. Eventually it comes out to Jakey though, it escapes him and comes back to the Hilltopper skater. Eventually it does come all the way down the ice for an icing call.
Great save by Brock McFarland early. Able to hang with Gillette, the top scorer for this Hilltopper team. Try to take it to the backhand. And great focus by McFarland, able to slide across and keep this a level game as we have 12:56 left in this first period.
Certainly not the guy you want skating in alone on McFarland, though. McFarland gets the best of him so far. As now Nieto has some space to work with. If he can get ahead, though, the Hilltoppers quickly close on him and shut that down. Oregon looking to keep the zone, can't quite do so. Hilltopper skater looks to get free, but came crashing to the ice as the puck finds Dosher. Dosher looking to work it ahead and does. Though too far, and it will be another icing call.
In these big games, Noah, it's going to be really important to see who can step up for the Panthers. And I'm going to be looking at that first line tonight, a line full of seniors looking to make their impact in their last home game here. See if one of them can break out and break the score.
Face off for the moment, won by the Panthers. Eventually kept by Buskogger. Buskogger looking to work things out. Eventually finds Nieto. Nieto for Cameron. Cameron has some space, though, loses the puck. Dosher looking to bounce on that pass. Couldn't quite do so. Eventually Onalaska skates free. Good heads-up play from Mueller, able to step up and separate his man from the puck. Eventually it finds Dosher. Now Dosher in space, though. He comes to the ice as Onalaska will dump it ahead. Mueller back together for the Panthers. Mueller now with a turnover out in front. McFarland able to hang on for the moment. Rebound given up, and it skirts through, just barely got around McFarland. A costly turnover turns into an Onalaska opening goal.
Yeah, turnover is the key word there, Noah, as the Onalaska player just was able to turn and shoot, and McFarland able to get the pad on it, but another Onalaska player there squeeze it in, and it is 1-0 Onalaska. 11:48 left in this first period.
Really up until that moment, we were talking about how clean of a game it's been, but can't make mistakes like that against a team like Onalaska fighting for their season. So they will open the scoring. The Oregon looking for a quick answer. Just barely evades the back of the net. Leatherberry with a long shot. That one just escaped. As Oregon looking for a quick response, pouring momentum ahead. Onalaska does eventually get free though. Pass deflected, good heads up play by Barnish. Barnish looking to spring Anderson though, couldn't get free. As Lindert's now in on the chase with Jakey. Anderson eventually does find the puck again for the Panthers as he battles forward on the far side, gets him out from Linder. Linder and Anderson battling for the puck to have Jakey with him. Eventually it is one, sent back to Jakey. Jakey though, forced to his backhand for Anderson. Anderson for Lindert now. Lindert back up top to Mueller as the puck escapes. Mueller forced back, has a man draped all over him, chips it ahead, but it finds the skater of a Hilltopper. Pass comes across. Just couldn't quite stuff it past McFarland, looking for that same corner they scored that first goal off of. Oregon with a close call after they seem to have all the momentum. Jakey though, skating ahead, we know how well he can move. Shot fired and it finds the back of the net. Jakey with the quick answer.
When the Panthers go down, that's the man you expect to create some magic. Dances in and fires the shot past Progova. And we are tied here just a little bit after the Hilltoppers were able to take the lead. What a goal for Andrew Jakey.
Just watching him do what we've watched him do all season long. The Hilltoppers are going to be kicking themselves a bit from that one, but Jakey's going to get his goals. He's just that type of player. You're not going to stop him all night, and he has Oregon back in this game. As now Benjamin might have a chance to get in, able to poke it towards the net of Pogba. They'll couldn't get a real shot off. Eventually turned back over. Shervin for Benjamin. Benjamin out in front. Instead it's Zerwick. Zerwick looking for Barnish. Finds Zerwick again. Zerwick back for Shervin. Couldn't connect on the shot. Good puck movement from some of the Panthers' depth players. Trying to work some momentum after that goal. And the Hilltoppers looking to prevent that as they'll send it down for an icing.
Just a desperation ice there from the Hilltoppers as they were getting bombarded by Oregon in that short period in the offensive zone. As you said, the depth players really challenging these Hilltopper defenders.
Hilltoppers win the face-off for the moment, though. Buskogger sends him right back. Nieto looking for a tough angle shot. Couldn't quite get it through. As Dosher now battles for the puck with Cameron and Nieto. Eventually Nieto able to win it back and send the puck back into the zone, though Oregon has to tag up. As the Hilltoppers, for the moment, able to get in the Panther zone.
Should have been a cross-check call there as Jacob Cameron hit the ice. The bench was saying that too. No call though.
Got to play with what you've got as the puck is wound around the far side, and that'll come all the way back before an icing call. Hilltoppers just looking to relieve some of that momentum that the Panthers really, since that goal, have just been piling on, Mitchell.
Absolutely. The Panthers didn't let the Hilltoppers have the momentum for very long at all, and now it's been all Panthers in the last few minutes.
Always have to keep it in the back of your head to play smart, even with momentum. One small mistake can turn it all around, exactly how Onalaska scored their first goal. As Oregon looks to work the puck to neutralize the Onalaska, for the moment doing a good job of keeping the Panthers in their defensive end. As Anderson finds the puck for a moment though, fought off of it by the Hilltopper skater. Both teams looking to work out a clean possession. Eventually Onalaska finds it, a pass comes through to Gillette, shot fired, handled by McFarland.
Good save there by Brock, able to squeeze the pads as Gillette was looking 5-hole on that one.
Jakey able to get the Panthers free. Linder with the puck. Finds Jakey. Jakey long shot. Rebound given up though. Quickly covered and Pogba will get the whistle.
Good shot by Jakey. I don't think he was expecting the rebound to come up there as Pogba got the glove on it, but wasn't able to corral it. And that will be interesting to see throughout the night. If Pogba is giving up more of these rebounds, Panthers could emphasize players really crashing the net.
Face off, won by Oregon. Nieto fires a shot. The Hilltoppers still down. We haven't had a whistle. Now we'll get one.
Didn't see the play that happened there.
I am curious because he was right in the area that Nieto fired that shot, potentially getting hit by the puck.
It looks like the man that went down was the man who took the draw, and he just never got up after he went to, he kind of dropped to the knees while taking the draw, but he's to the bench now. We'll hope he's okay.
Good sign that he's able to get to the bench on his own power. As Onalaska is able to exit their defensive end, though. Panthers looking to send him right back in. Dosher giving chase with Nieto and Cameron. As the puck is dumped back in, Nieto able to find it. Long shot fired, handled. Nieto still fighting hard, not letting the Hilltoppers out of their defensive end. The Panthers just swarming the puck, though. Now the Hilltoppers are able to get free, though. Fought off the puck. McFarlane, wise play. Able to come up out of his net and send the puck free of harm's way. And that, I believe, will be a penalty against the Hilltoppers, and it will be as a hit was delivered along the far boards.
Arm went up immediately, and that's the right call there as Edgar gets dumped to the ice, and Panthers will have the first power play opportunity of the night.
This is a power play that I think is going to end up being worth a little bit more than just one power play. Special teams have really kicked the Panthers these past few games after a very strong start to the season. So you'd absolutely love to see them convert here early and get their first lead.
Nieto's already calling for the puck on the right side.
He's not going to get it. Shot fired. Comes up top. Nieto, though, still calling for the puck. Dosher, for the moment, lost it, able to get it back to Jakey. Jakey and Dosher exchanging passes as Jakey finds it again. Nieto still wants it, gets a shot fired. Looking to send it 5-hole. It looked like it made it in, though the ref signaled no goal.
Where's the puck, Noah? Let's see here. As it is under Pogba's pad as he stands up. It actually was going 5-hole, and when the right leg of Pogba swept around, I think that's what kept it out of the net.
Off the initial shot, I 100% thought it was a goal, but puck appeared to stay out, so there will be no goal for the Panthers, still on the power play as they look to win possession off this face-off. Hilltoppers, though, able to work a clear for it, and they might be able to spring Gillette. Gillette skating back all alone, though. Panthers able to close quickly as it's turned back over, but it will be offside. Unfortunate break for the Hilltoppers.
Lucky play there as Colin Camus was looking to break in there after Gillette was able to chase down the puck.
Oregon now bringing out their second power play line. As the Hilltoppers will start with the clear as the puck is teed up for Leatherberry. Leatherberry looking over his options. Again, it's turned over now. Gillette in space, shot fired, handled by McFarlane.
Big save there by Brock as Gillette had a lot of space in the shot on the slot there. Looked like in warm-ups there when he gets shot on.
Anderson far side looking for Zerwick. Zerwick looked to be getting a quick shot off though. Never came on target. Zerwick again now up top. Looking to find Anderson back door. Pass could connect. As it finds Leatherberry up top. Leatherberry looking for a tip. No Pogba able to handle that. As now the puck finds Mueller. Mueller seen the whole way. Rebound given up. Anderson looking to pounce on it. The puck's behind the net. And eventually there is a whistle as it found its way to Pogba. But a strange sequence there. And a game that started clean is really starting to break apart a bit here, Mitchell.
Yeah, a little bit here. The penalty really threw things off, and the Panthers almost a devastating turnover in the defensive zone. But when they have had the puck in the offensive zone, they've been looking pretty solid. And Pragova, we noticed there, gave up another rebound.
Panthers certainly will be taking note of that. As Nieto now has a chance to fire a shot. That shot blocked by the man out in front of him. As we now approach 10 seconds on the power play for the Panthers. Possibly one last entry, though. The Hilltoppers able to prevent that. As the penalty expires, both teams back now at even strength. As we are under 5.5 to play here in the period. Score still deadlocked 1-1. Cameron looking to break the Panthers out. And a player, Hilltopper player, came to the ice, giving Dosher space. Dosher looking to work to the front of the net, though. Couldn't get anything through. Barnish now back for the Panthers. Looking to gather, though, the Hilltoppers have numbers. They'll fall on the puck. Pass comes out in front, though, picked off. Good positioning by Jacob Cameron. He'll skate it out himself and dump it forward as the Panthers look to make a change. Now under 5 to play here in this first period. Zerwick able to dump it forward. Shervin thought about pressuring, but peels off. Oregon just looking to keep the zone. Hilltoppers eventually do get out, though. Panthers able to fall back on it quickly. As Benjamin has a little bit of space to work with, though the Hilltoppers close on him quickly. As eventually they get through Gillette, shot fired, handled by the pad of McFarland.
Brock barely got the toe on that one.
Certainly a near chance as the puck's turned back over. These turnovers starting to kick the Panthers as now McFarland was trying to tip it away. And it awkwardly just kind of sat under his pads, the way able to locate and get the whistle.
Lucky that one didn't take a weird carom, as like you said, Brock trying to swat it away to the corner. Ended up settling right under him, able to scoop up the rebound. And Brock has been very solid in this game so far, Noah.
So far, he certainly has. With the defensive miscues in front of him, doing all he can, keeping his team in the game, and thus far, Oregon now looking to break through neutral ice. For the moment, though, it's all Hilltoppers. Hilltoppers eventually get into the offensive end, though. Can't find any clean possession. Eventually, a pass comes out. Looking for Camille. Just couldn't quite connect, as now the Panthers look to win the puck along the near side boards. Eventually, Jacob Cameron able to fall on it for the Panthers, as he has both his wingers with him. Nieto eventually gets it from Dosher, sending ahead. Cameron, the lone Panther, in as they make a change. As we approach 3 to play in the period, Hilltoppers looking to skate it through neutral ice. Leatherberry thought he had it for a moment, but the Hilltoppers able to work it free. Pass comes across, awkward bounce, and it finds the back of the net. An awkward sequence again results in a Hilltopper goal. The defense for the overall has been sound, but just these few mistakes are kicking them, Mitchell.
Yeah, just the awkward bounce there, really unfortunate. That's part of the game that you can't really control, as it just pops out in front, and the Onalaska player able to get the stick on it first and get it past McFarland.
You can only ask McFarland to do so much, and I mean, the turnovers have certainly been a point of emphasis thus far. And that's a goal. You can't kick yourself too much if you're McFarland. Just, as I said, an odd sequence, not a whole lot you can do about it. But keep your team in this game and hope your offense gets something going for you. That man, Jakey's looking like a good option. He's able to win the puck in space, though. Onalaska closed on him quickly. Eventually the puck finds Leatherberry up top. Leatherberry long shot, couldn't get a tip, as it's blocked by the Hilltoppers. Barnish sends Leatherberry back, as Leatherberry looks to send his offense back forward. Anderson looking for Lindards. As now Mueller forced back for the Panthers. As as we are just over 2 to play. In this first period, Oregon still looking to get something last second though. Hilltoppers have numbers back, and I believe we'll be getting a penalty here against the Hilltoppers, and we will.
Yeah, Anderson just got stood up there by the Hilltopper player. And elbowing is the call. So these final 2 minutes, minus 1 second, will result in the Panthers on a man advantage. And we saw them respond quickly when Onalaska scored first. Let's see if they can capitalize, again, tie this game up on a prime opportunity.
Face-off eventually does come to the Panthers. It's Nieto and Linder exchanging passes. As Linder finds Jakey, Cameron looking for Nieto. Nieto now looking over his options. Pass across, backdoor, it's Jakey, shot fired and handled by Pogba.
Good looking and passing there by the Panthers. Jakey just not able to fire it off immediately, and Pogba able to get over. That's what you like to see out of the Panthers, coming out strong on the power play, getting that passing going, and they win the face-off here, and they're able to set up again.
Nieto, again, looking over his options, looking for Dosher, couldn't quite connect. Onalaska will get a clear off. Jacob Cameron setting the Panthers up. Back behind their own net, looking to spring Jakey. As Jakey now gets the puck in all alone, looks to work past one man, able to do so. Eventually it finds Linder, now out top, and a long shot fired, that one up into the netting. As Jakey just couldn't quite get all the way free.
Unfortunate on that one, Jakey trying to dance in, gets stopped that time, and Cameron's riser just goes a little high up into the netting. But good looks from the Panther on their power play.
This face-off is won by the Hilltoppers. They'll send it out. For clear this penalty just about halfway over as Linder finds the puck for the Panthers. Looking for Jakey. Jakey lost the puck. Eventually the Panthers able to get numbers on it as we have a whistle.
And we're going to get a penalty here as Nieto's skating to the box. Couldn't quite see what happened, but there was a scrum there along the boards for the puck.
Didn't see a call, but nonetheless, this the remainder of this period will be evened out, and Onalaska will now start the second period on power play.
And it's a checking from behind penalty. And that is going to be a 5-minute major to go alongside it. As Dawson Peterson's going to join Nieto in the box. As they're trying to get the scoreboard figured out here before we can start up play again.
And now they look to have figured everything out, so we will resume play. Just under a minute to play in this period as a quick shot fired from the Hilltoppers, and right off the face-off, they're able to beat McFarland to that top left corner.
Just a quick face-off win. That's a draw play. Get it back to number 8. That's Colin Camus, able to put it home. And unfortunately for the Panthers, with that being a 5-minute major, Nieto does not come out of the box.
Hilltoppers able to quickly take advantage of the extra space as they built themselves the first 2-goal lead of the game here. As the Panthers really just looking to hold on now and end this period with no more damage done and clean up for hopefully a much better second period, though the Hilltoppers not done yet as they continue to press. As they're able to maintain possession thus far. Panthers looking to fall on it. Eventually it's Barnish able to get the Panthers out. As the puck finds Gillette. As the Hilltoppers get back in now. 15 remaining in the period. Panthers just looking to snuff out this possession and wind the clock down. Leatherberry will do just that as he chips it ahead. Through center ice, 5 seconds remaining in the period. 3, 2, 1, long shot fired off target. And what started as really a clean, strong period from the Panthers, Mitchell, just quickly fell apart, and they got to get this put back together.
Yeah, absolutely. The momentum just went away for the Panthers there. They were able to tie the game up quickly after the Hilltoppers capitalized early. But the second half of that first period just seemed like a different team, Noah.
It really did, and the Panthers seemed to have all the answers even after Onalaska opened up the first lead of the game. It really seemed like they were neck and neck, but now Onalaska is starting to dominate TOP a little bit. We're starting to see more of those turnovers, and I think that's going to be a big point of emphasis in the locker room because the Panthers really shot themselves in the foot. Onalaska's not beating them all that much.
Absolutely. It's just those little miscues, clean up the defensive zone passing, and Oregon has had the opportunities. We saw Nieto almost score on the power play mid-first period, so the chances are there, and the Panthers just got to keep fighting to get back into this game, Noah.
They certainly do, and I'm sure they'll have some scheme to go over in the locker room. We're going to go to break here, but real quickly before we do, I want to remind you guys that this broadcast is made possible with support from our generous sponsors. Bill's Food Center, Stowe Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares.
As we go to break here, Noah, stick around on the broadcast as we will have senior night recognition.
Thank you for joining us on senior night. We want to welcome senior team. Next up, number 16, Hector
Hello everybody and welcome back inside Oregon Ice Arena. Noah Bergstrom joined by my good friend Mitchell Mancusi as we get set for the start of the second period of this game between the Oregon Panthers and Onalaska Hilltoppers. And the Panthers have found themselves in a pretty quick 3-1 hole after really being in this game most of the way.
Yeah, absolutely, Noah. The momentum was in their favor in the first period after they were able to tie it up again on an Andrew Jakey goal. But it kind of just fell apart from there, Noah. Sloppy defensive zone play that needs to be cleaned up. And we noticed early in the game, too, the Panthers were really winning the neutral zone. Onalaska, of recent, was able to get their breakouts through into the Panthers zone. So just clean up work from the Panthers and then focus on getting back on offense, and the chances will come. We know this offense is strong and can make things happen.
I'm going to have to agree with you there. I think the final third really has looked as good as always, if not better. They really seem to have it figured out in that offensive end, but just cleaning up the defensive end, cleaning up the neutral zone, I think is going to be really important because it's hard to stay in that last third when you're constantly getting beat out in the neutral zone and getting worked in your own defensive end. So if the Panthers can clean that up, I think they really do have a clear way back into this game.
And it's going to start kind of rough for the Panthers. Edgar Nieto is going to be serving the remaining 4:04 of this checking from behind major penalty. And also to note, Josh Keene, the other senior goaltender on this team, is taking the net. So it looks like he will be in net for the remainder of this game.
And for this Panther team, it really does start with, as you mentioned, this penalty, just killing this off. The odds of scoring shorthanded are not very high, though we've seen them do it a few times this season, despite that being a rarity. But really, it just starts with killing this off, starting the ball, getting the ball rolling in the right direction, and then from there, I think you can really start to open this back up and climb back into this game. But it's going to need to start with a clean 4 minutes of penalty killing here because they cannot afford to fall back behind too much more than they already have. Face off at center ice. Looked to fall to the Hilltoppers and eventually does. He's able to get the first possession of the period here with the extra man. Gillette skating in hard though, forced wide of the net. His speed has been on display all night as he works back around, able to get a shot off blocked by the Panthers.
Good stick there by Dosher as he now presses in a little bit on the attack. Gillette, the speedster for the Hilltoppers, who's skating circles around there.
Oregon look to hold up through neutral ice and do for a moment, though. The Hilltoppers eventually do get the puck in deep. Clear attempt from Weatherbury is kind of half fanned on as the Hilltoppers will maintain offensive possession. Shot fired as it comes off the back wall. Hilltoppers able to fall on it and maintain possession. Looking to get a pass back door, and they do, and they find the back of the net. And just like that, it's a 3-goal lead for the Hilltoppers.
That's just a great play there by the Hilltoppers, getting the passing set up. And that's where being a man down kills you. No one's watching the guy back door. And less than a minute in, Hilltoppers able to get a goal. And they still have 3:06 left on their power play. They have a chance to tack on some more here.
They certainly do. Not the start to the period the Panthers were looking for. Just a bit too hard on the initial pass. And someone's always going to be open when you're down a man. That time they lose him and the Hilltoppers make him pay. As the Hilltoppers look to work through neutral ice. For the moment, unable to do so as Zerwick holds him up. Eventually they do get in. And they're sent right back. Good hold thus far by the Oregon PK. Following that goal. Hilltoppers eventually do get in. Man free up top. Pass comes across looking for a long shot with the deflection, can't get one. Eventually the puck finds Sherman as he'll wind around for a clear. As we approach 2 minutes in this penalty, just over 2 minutes. As the Hilltoppers look to break out of their defensive end, up a man. Linder looking to stop that from happening. Eventually wins the puck to Jakey Gray. Heads up play, shot fired, and it finds the back of the net. The heads up play from Linder. The shot from Jakey, and Oregon is back within 2.
What a play by the Panthers there. You said it as we came back from break. It's not likely that Panthers would score shorthanded. Andrew Jakey says, I got other thoughts. He's able to bar down there on Pragova. Panthers get the goal back, but there is still 2 minutes left on the Nieto penalty.
All the credit in the world to the Jakey shot, but how about the hustle from Lindert? If he doesn't step up there, that play doesn't even become a thought. So
Absolutely.
phenomenal hustle from him. Jakey able to finish it off. Oregon now has some life, but they still have a penalty to kill off here. Shot from an awkward angle. I think Keane thought he had it, though. It does come up into the netting, so we will have a face-off.
Good save there by Keane. As he is coming in the second period, cold off the bench. It's a good save to start off with there, able to shut down the short side.
A minute 30 now on that 5-minute major. As the Hilltoppers look to work someone free again. Pass does come back door. Keane comes well out of his net to play it, though. Good heads-up play, realizing he didn't have any defensive help. Able to close the gap. As now the Hilltoppers have again looked to work back door. Shots fanned on, though, giving Leatherberry time to fire off a clear. As we reach now a minute left on that 5-minute major. Oregon still within 2 after negating that first Onalaska goal, courtesy of Linder and Jakey. As now a great heads-up play by Mueller, able to win the puck. He's in one-on-one. Long shot fired, kept in play by the Hilltopper netminder. As we are now under a minute in that penalty. Hilltoppers, though, Gillette looking to set his team up. Pass comes across up top by the blue line. Long shot fired, looking for a screen. Eventually the puck got through, but eventually Keane able to find it and get the whistle.
Good job by Keane there, able to keep an eye on it as he had many players in front of him. Puck didn't squirt out. It was right by his left pad, able to find it and get the glove on it for the whistle.
Oregon looking to find a clear off this face-off, though the zone is kept by Gillette. As the Hilltoppers look to get set up on offense. Still up a man, working in far side, shot blocked. Great shot block from Leatherberry. As the penalty now, timer at 10 seconds. Oregon looking to clear the last little bit off, and that clear will do it.
Jakey's chasing down, he's got Linder mid.
Jakey just tied up at the last second. The same duo that scored the second Oregon goal, nearly able to get another one, though. Jakey still fighting hard for the puck, able to keep possession despite all the Hilltopper pressure. Eventually he gets help from Anderson. Anderson and Jakey still battling now. Jakey back to Anderson. Puck does escape. Barnish sends it back in. As Anderson and Jakey continue to battle along this near corner. Eventually the puck finds a Hilltopper stick and is sent out. Back is Buskogger for the Panthers. As he looks over his options, had a man in his blind spot, though. Able to hang on to the puck. As Anderson finds Cameron. Sends it ahead, though. Oregon was making a change. As we approach 12 to play in the period here. Kurasek looking to fall on the puck, though. It escapes him and comes all the way down for an icing call.
After the Hilltoppers got out to a hot start in the period, that shorthanded goal really shifted things. Hilltoppers have looked a little bit unsettled in the first few minutes of the second period. Oregon trying to win the draw and set up as face-off is to the left of Pragova.
Hilltoppers able to find some defensive possession and work the puck ahead. Kurasek with the puck on an island, eventually gets some help from Peterson. Oregon now looking to get ahead, but Pragova will just take the whistle.
Kind of a risky save there from Pogba as he doesn't put the stick in front of his glove, just selected to put the trapper on it. That one could have scored it through into the net.
Face-off does come to the Hilltoppers.
Nasty collision there. This Onalaska player ran into the post.
Refs immediately blowing their whistles, though. The Onalaska player appears to be all right. No change made, so we'll do the face-off all over again. This one won cleanly by Cameron. For Peterson, though, the pass awkwardly deflected. Lucky play for the Hilltoppers. Now the Hilltoppers might have a 1-on-0. Back on key, forehand, backhand, back of the net. And the Hilltoppers have opened their lead back to 3.
That's just another unfortunate play as Peterson was trying to send it cross ice, and it's actually ended up springing free. It's number 7, Sebastian Smith, able to get through in on Keene. Forehand, backhand, deke, able to put it around the left pad of Josh Keene. Panthers once again find themselves in a 3-goal deficit.
They're still certainly in this game, but they got to get something going fast and start closing this gap. This goal trading is not going to get them any closer. As now the Hilltoppers might have a 1-on-1 back the other way. Barnish, strong play, able to fight his man to the ice, no call. Strong defense from Kyle Barnish. As Jakey gets sprung free, he has room to work with, and he has Anderson, though the pass broken up. As Linder now has some space to work with, shot fired, blocked by Hilltopper skater Leatherberry, just barely missing that bottom left corner. Trying to thread one through, again has space to work with, looking for a tip. Again, though, the Panthers unable to get anything through. Oregon, though, pressing hard. Linder just barely beats to the puck. As now the Hilltoppers eventually get ahead. Mueller skating forwards, though. Strong sticks, strong play. Able to win the puck back for the Panthers. As Jakey moves ahead again with Anderson. Jakey able to get through everybody. No, can't get a shot off. He'll send it back for Anderson. Anderson has some space. Not a whole lot of options, though. Looking for Mueller. Pass escapes. As the pace of this game appears to be ramping up. After a sluggish start to the period, Zerwick in on the pressure for Oregon. Able to win the puck. Unable to win any sustained possession, though, as the Hilltoppers collapse on him quickly. Zerwick looking for Mueller. Eventually does find him. Puck, though, sent back in deep at Shervin. Shervin looking to keep possession for the Panthers as it's battled for along the near side. Eventually dumped it back behind the Hilltopper netminder. Hilltoppers fell on it for the moment, though it's turned over back to Barnish. Barnish able to keep the zone. For the moment, though, eventually it is dumped clear by the Hilltoppers. Mueller, the lone man, back for the Panthers. And finally a stoppage here after, as I said, the pace of this game just kind of out of nowhere exploded.
Absolutely. Energy is in the building right now as the Panthers really fighting there, try and get one back. Good opportunities. We're finding Oregon players kind of getting their own space in front of the Hilltopper net. No pass able to connect, though. But the opportunities are there, Noah.
Oregon now looking to work out of their defensive end. Hilltoppers for the moment able to prevent that, though. As eventually it's Barnish for the Panthers. As he gets closed on quickly, Hilltopper's able to poke it back in behind the net of Keene. Leatherberry sending it around for Peterson. As Peterson's forced to the boards. Oregon able to win the puck. It's Dosher. Nice move to the outside. Long shot fired. Rebound given up. No one able to pounce on it, though, for the Panthers. And they're sent back right where they came from. However, we will have a whistle and yet another face-off.
Big rebound there, led up by Pogba. As that one caromed off his pad to the middle. Unfortunately, no Panther player there to capitalize. Those are the kind of looks you're going to get from Pogba. You've seen him give up these rebounds And it's going to be all about being in the right place in the right time to capitalize.
Oregon thus far really been unable to punish any of those big rebounds that we've seen really all night from Pogrebus. So possibly a chance there for the Panthers to get back in this game, though. First, they need to clear. As Buskogger works it around, though it's picked off by the Hilltoppers. Space shot fired. Finds the far corner. As Oregon looks to break out, and eventually are able to get it as far as neutral ice. Hilltoppers still with possession, though. Oregon now still looking to work it out defensively as the puck's turned right back over. Hilltoppers send right back ahead. Though Buskogger able to settle Oregon down, and now Jakey might have a 1-on-0. Jakey has room to work with forehand, backhand shot fired and handled by Pogrebus. Rebound. No one able to get on the other end of it.
Good look there by Jakey. He had to shoot that one a little quicker than he wanted to as he had the defenseman collapsing on him from the right side. Nevertheless, great save by Pogrebus.
He now weighs out of his net to find the puck. Eventually does send it around Zerwick, the only one there for the Panthers. As he looks to send it around. Hilltoppers, though, close it down. Puck now bouncing around awkwardly in front of the net of Keene. It comes up into the air. And Keene eventually gets a hold of it. Great focus there as there were some awkward bounces being taken.
Yeah, you said it, Noah. Great concentration by Keene as the Hilltopper player backhanded it and really just shot it straight up into the air. Little floater that could have gone right over Keene and into the net. Great concentration to get the save there.
Face-off won for a moment by Oregon, though Hilltoppers fall on the puck at neutral ice and send Oregon back defensively. Back it is Barnish. Eventually now Dosher trying to work things out, though the Hilltoppers still keeping the zone under 7 to play here in the second period. Still the 3-goal deficit. Oregon now eventually able to work through neutral ice and get the puck through to the Hilltopper defensive end. Leatherberry looking to step up, set up his offense, though Barnish now is back on an island as one man to beat and does so. Cameron now doesn't have any help in the offensive zone as he's tied up quickly. Oregon was making a change. Hilltoppers now look to get ahead, though the puck picked off. Long shot fired, that one off the back wall. As it's turned over now, Lindert again in the right place, right time, makes a move, the shot off the post.
Great opportunity there from Linder as he came onto the ice. Wasn't even holding the stick right at the start of that play.
Hilltoppers looking to counterattack. For the moment, though, shut down by the Panthers. Hilltoppers find the puck at center ice. Hit delivered by Anderson, though can't locate the puck. So the Hilltoppers continue their truck ahead, though Keene interrupting that, able to set up his defense. Though Oregon still can't work it out now. Buskogger sends it around for Jakey. Jakey will chip it ahead, though no one there for the Panthers. Just looking to create some space. As Lindert's in on the hustle, he might be able to get back in time, and he does. Eventually able to get a pass out to Anderson. How about the hustle from Lindert? As eventually now that one comes back behind the net of Keene, and we will eventually have an icing call.
Yeah, what a great play by Lindert there. Not only on the opportunity in that he barely got the post on, but to negate that icing there. And it was the Hilltoppers who were forced to ice it here. And Panthers will get a face-off in the offensive zone to the right of Pogrebus.
Face-off will be taken by Owen Benjamin. One for the moment by the Hilltoppers. Dangerous pass nearly turned over to Shervin there. Hilltoppers get a little bit of a break. As Shervin was about half a skate stride away from getting that turnover. As now Leatherberry delivers a hit along the near side as the puck is chipped up and out of play.
Good play from the Panthers here. If you didn't look at the scoreboard, you wouldn't say that this is a team that's down 3. They're playing strong. They're playing to win this game still. They know they can. The offense is there. They just need to find the opportunity and keep putting pucks on the net, and eventually one will fall in their favor.
Face-off again to be taken by Benjamin. One again by the Hilltoppers. This one's in the head through neutral ice. Barnish has to be careful as he gets beat now. Hilltoppers with a chance, and they bury it. Barnish with a little bit of uncertainty there. Gets beat around the backside. And open net 1-0 for the Hilltoppers to shoot at.
That's Noah Gillette for the Hilltopper, their point leader and top goal scorer. And he's the guy you don't want to get loose. And unfortunately, that flip out of the zone was just able to feed him through. And that's one that you can't expect Keene to save.
Hilltoppers just seem to have all the answers. Oregon doing everything right, and one little mistake just costs them everything. That's the way this game has gone, and that needs to stop if they're going to climb back. There's a massive puck battle along the far side. No one able to win it cleanly. Eventually, it comes back behind the net of Keene for an icing call.
4:32 left in this second period, Noah. You'd love to see the Panthers try and fight and get back into this game, pick up one before the end of the period, go into the locker room with some confidence. Because we've seen them come down from deficits worse than this, Noah.
We certainly have. We know they have the moxie and the fight as a long shot's fired just barely off the stick of Pogba. Oregon still playing with speed. Jakey shot deflected up into the netting, so we will have another face-off.
A little bit of a line shift here, as we see the Panthers do often. Jakey replacing Nieto on that first line. Coach Clemens trying to see what he can do to get his team going.
Face-off one for the moment by the Hilltoppers as they look to sustain possession, and for the moment they will. As they dump it in on Keene. Keene teases man up, has to get back to the face of the net. That was the Hilltoppers able to win the puck. As Mueller just continues to fight with his opposition, as there was kind of an awkward sequence. I'm surprised the penalty didn't come though. Now Jakey gets free of a shot, handled last second, rebound nearly falls to Dosher, though just out of reach. I feel like that sentence summarizes this whole game for the Panthers. So close, but so far, as they look for one last answer. 3.5 and change to play here in this period. Jakey looking to go ahead. As eventually, I think the puck might have come off of someone on the bench, and we will have a whistle.
Good offensive zone pressure there from the Panthers. Unfortunately, nothing able to fall. The second line now will get Anderson, Linder. Panthers only have 4 players on the ice.
The 5th man will be Shervin, so break for the Panthers as they were about to come on down a man. And an awkward bounce now. Again given up by Pogba, the Panthers just can't seem to fall on any of them. As that one comes up into the netting, and pace of the game seems to have slowed down a bit here, which might be to the Panthers' favor the way the last few minutes have gone.
Absolutely, Noah. And a bit of a weird play there as got shot in on Pogba, settled right in front of him, just kind of casually swatted it to the corner.
Long shot fired by Anderson, nearly got through. Pogba just able to get the blocker up on his stick hand. Linder now with possession for Oregon. Those shots fanned on. Looks to get a pass into Shervin. Shervin with speed able to collect it. As now Anderson finds himself in a race for the puck. And the arm of the official goes up. There's going to be a penalty against the Hilltoppers here as they tag up, and Oregon will have a chance to get back into this game.
The defender behind Mason Anderson basically put him in a headlock there. Dragged him down to the ice. That's number 24, Aiden Meyer. Guilty party for the Hilltoppers. Oregon gets an opportunity here with 2:55 left in the first period, or second period, excuse me.
Face-off set to be taken by Jacob Cameron. One with help to Linder. Linder to Nieto as Oregon looks to get set up. Jakey now, Nieto backdoor, long shot fired, and it finds the back of the net. Edgar Nieto has the Panthers within 3.
Beautiful passing there by the Panthers. We've seen it all season. Nieto loves that right side. Able to get a slapper through.
ain't broke, don't fix it. We've seen that play time and time again. Slipping Nieto back door, just finds a way to get those through. And the Panthers now have life down 3 with under 3 to play here in the second period. Nieto now nearly able to win a turnover, fighting hard for it, though just quite unable to follow on it as the Hilltoppers look to skate ahead and answer. Oregon now, 2 skaters in the same spot. As the Hilltoppers eventually fall on it, though luckily for the Panthers, the pass goes errant, giving Leatherberry time to gather. And if you're the Panthers here, you cannot give the Hilltoppers that answer. They have had an answer every single time. This is where the script needs to change. This is where something needs to give as a big hit's delivered. Onalaska bench chirping a bit. Long shot fired, handled by Keene.
Good save there by Keene. They'll look at it with the glove. Panthers seem rejuvenated here. 2 minutes left in the second period. Trying to tack on one more, make this 2-goal deficit.
Face off, won cleanly by the Hilltoppers. Long shot fired and blocked. Great block from Jakey.
That one seemed to catch him in the hand as he was shaking his left hand. A great shot block, really leaving it all out there for his team.
Looking to spring Anderson are the Panthers, though Hilltoppers close on it last minute. As we now have under 2 to play in the second period, Anderson skates it out for the Panthers. Thought about going to Linder, elects to skate it in himself. Anderson able to get around anyone, though doesn't have a whole lot of help. Eventually gets some from Linder. Linder has space, finds Buskogger. Buskogger with room, long shot fired, looking for a tip from Anderson. Looking to bat it down and settle it, but just can't quite do so is Anderson. Those second chance opportunities looking to pour in for the Panthers. As a big hit's delivered now in the open ice by Mueller. Jakey now looking to win the puck one-on-one. As eventually it does come down and we have a stoppage as the pace of this game seems to be picking right back up.
Absolutely, Noah. And in that, a little bit of confusion as the puck just went straight up into the air. Poggerba had no clue where it was. It seemed like Anderson was the only guy on the ice who knew where it was. Unfortunately, couldn't swat it in. Would have been a really awesome play if he could, but a really difficult one at that.
Oregon now looking to win the puck through neutral ice. Fighting hard for it is Barnish. And nearly able to pick the puck off again. Though eventually it does find the stick of his fellow defenseman, Logan Leatherberry. Looking to dump it ahead, Nieto looks to chase that one down. Nearly gets tied up with the stick, though. Hilltoppers able to avoid the penalty. This is now 30 seconds. Oregon still with possession. Shot fired from a tough angle by Nieto as that one comes up but stays in play. Now the Hilltoppers look to break out. Space in front of them. Pass awkwardly fanned on. Shot awkwardly straight into the bench.
Look out below as that one shot into that bench. As we've seen the speed out of the Panthers result in opportunities. As Nieto shot just catches the shoulder of Poggerba. Great look from him on the near side.
Face off with under 20 to play here. As the Hilltoppers do find possession, though, unable to get into the zone now. Oregon, it might be, with the last chances. They'll dump it ahead, though. Time will expire as Poggerba settles it down. And certainly not the best period the Panthers could have hoped for, but also not the worst. They have one last period to get back in this game. And as you mentioned, we've seen them get back into games that they really seemed out of.
Absolutely, and the recipe for this one's going to be the offense staying hot and then the defense playing solid as well. Unfortunate that early in the period, the extended major power play offered Onalaska those chances to tack one on, and then just the unlucky break forward where the speedster for Onalaska, Noah Gillette, was able to get through. But other than that, very sound, solid period by the Panthers, able to create opportunities of their own and for the most part shut down those for the Hilltoppers.
certainly. And I really think in a game like this, despite the lead being 3, I think the next goal really means everything to both teams. Because as I mentioned, the Hilltoppers have really shut down any Oregon momentum. Oregon has it now going into a period down 3 goals. If the Hilltoppers are able to shut it right back down and extend that lead again, I think Oregon might just be out of it. But if the Panthers can flip that script and get that next goal, I think they know they can win this game with 1 more goal. So I think that is going to be the difference maker. I think the next goal means a lot.
Absolutely, no, I couldn't agree more.
And this time we are going to go to a break. But real quickly before I do, I want to remind you guys that this broadcast is made possible with support from our generous sponsors. Bill's Food Center, Stowe and Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. And with that, stay where you are, folks. We got an exciting third period coming up for you. Hello everybody and welcome back inside Oregon Ice Arena as we are getting set for the third and final period between the Panthers and the Hilltoppers. A game that the Hilltoppers now lead 6-3, so I mean really everything has to go the Panthers' way if they're going to get back into this one, Mitchell.
Absolutely, and when you're talking a 3-goal deficit, you got to take it step by step, and if you're the Panthers, you just got to focus on the next one. And hopefully that comes in the first few minutes of the period, as 17 minutes isn't a lot of hockey to get 3 goals. So really capitalizing on the first one, but making sure you're staying sound on defense, because if the Hilltoppers get the next one, it's going to be that more difficult to come back.
Absolutely, as I talked about before the break, I really think this next goal means a lot because Oregon, as of now, has the momentum. But pretty much every time they've had sustained momentum, it's been shut down rather quickly by a Hilltopper goal. So if Oregon's able to cut into this lead a little bit early on, as you said, I think they definitely do have a chance. But it just really has to be that first goal. Find the first one, and from then on, then you start believing you can win the game.
Absolutely, and making sure really having someone hold down the back end of the blue line. We've seen the Hilltoppers get loose a few times in the second period and before that even.
The communication in all phases, but especially on defense, is going to be ever important here, as you can definitely anticipate some aggression from the Panthers here with that 3-goal deficit. So everything's really going to have to be clean and smooth on that defensive end, because as much as they need a score, they also can't really let Onalaska get one more, or the game's pretty much over.
Absolutely, and the Panthers got to apply a lot of pressure here, and when you're applying a lot of pressure, it makes teams tired, it makes them make mistakes, and tired players are going to commit tripping penalties, interference penalties, have opportunities for the Panthers to get a man advantage and make it that much easier for them to get a goal, as their power play has been exceptional all year.
Interesting to see possibly some of that line shifting too that we talked about and saw at the end of that second period. Though for now, it's Cameron out there with his usual wingers, Nieto and Dosher. Leatherberry and Barnish, the defense pairing. As the Hilltoppers look to get some early possession, though having some trouble corralling the puck, is now Leatherberry will fall on it for the Panthers. Leatherberry looking over options, closed on quickly, forced to send it across to Dosher. Dosher now looking to get the Panthers ahead, eventually finds Cameron. Cameron looking for Nieto. Though the Hilltoppers collapse on that one. Gillette looking to get free, still the Hilltoppers hold on, able to get the puck through. Gillette for a moment, though Keane able to hold on, maintain focus, and find the stop.
Great vision by Keane there, able to stay with the Hilltopper player, not biting for the deke that he was going right, able to stay left with him and corral that one up into the breadbasket for a big save here early in this third period.
Draw one for the moment by the Hilltoppers, though Anderson looked to close on it quickly. Buskogger now with the puck for the Panthers, as he finds Mueller. Mueller lost the puck for a moment, forced to his backhand. As the Hilltoppers are able to keep his own long shot fired, blocked by Lindert. Eventually Mueller just winding it around, trying to get Oregon out, but this one will come all the way down for an icing call.
Not a lot of urgency out of the Panthers in that first minute of play. Saw them just trying to almost look casually, pass it around there, trying to find the opportunity to break out.
You'd certainly like to see some more urgency from the Panthers, because they got a lot of scoring to do. Eventually Anderson does get out, able to poke the puck ahead, though unable to get back to it in time, as the Hilltoppers will fall on it. Barnish back to gather for the Panthers, as he looks over his options. Puck though escapes everyone and winds up behind the Hilltopper net. Eventually it's Leatherberry with a chance to set the Panthers up and send them ahead. Anderson looking for Jakey. Jakey able to set up Anderson as they exchange passes. Anderson able to fire a tough angle shot off, though the Hilltoppers fall quickly on the puck. Barnish forced back, strong play. Able to force the puck wide. As now the Hilltoppers look to get set up yet again on offense. Oregon struggling to sustain any possession outside of their defensive end. As the Hilltoppers again able to keep the zone. Long shot fired, looking for a tip. Blocked by the Panther defense. That pass a little sloppy and quickly picked off by the Hilltoppers. As Oregon, for the moment, just doesn't seem to have any answers. It's been all Hilltoppers here. As Barnish looks to break Oregon out again, but that, as the arm comes up, that'll be a penalty against the Hilltoppers. As they touch up, so prime chance for Oregon to get back into this game after a lackluster start to the period.
That's what I was talking about when we came back from break, Noah, getting those opportunities on the power play. We already saw the Panthers capitalize earlier as number 7, Sebastian Smith, guilty party for the Hilltoppers. Oregon will have a chance to set up here.
It'll be interesting to see what the Panthers look for here, possibly that same play to Nieto backdoor that they've scored on already in this game.
Dangerous duo out there on the wings for the Panthers. Is going to have Nieto set up on the right side and Jakey on the left. Two good options for the Panthers.
It all starts with a face-off. Cameron able to win it cleanly as the puck does find Nieto. Nieto for Cameron. Cameron looking over his options. Long shot fired. Given up. Rebound given up. And I think it found the back of the net. And the call is no goal.
Very odd sequence there.
I must admit, I'm awfully confused because the puck was very clearly in the net. At least from what I saw, unless it was on the back of the net.
Referee made the call immediately.
Strange, very strange sequence that I honestly can't explain for you, but nonetheless, we will play on. It is no goal.
I might have seen the referee gesture as it was pushed into the net by the hand, a hand pass signal.
Jakey now with space. Goalie never came down. Though able to hang on is Pogba. As Keane tees his skaters up. And Nieto ahead for Jakey. Jakey with space. Now Oregon looking to get set up. Pass, jumps away from Jakey. Jakey for Cameron. Cameron, long shot, fired wide. Dosha looking for the rebound. Puck still out. Bouncing around, still out in front of the net. No one able to fall on it, and the Hilltoppers get a clear.
Just loose puck in front of the net. No one able to get the stick on it cleanly until it bounced out to a Hilltopper player.
Jakey looking to skate ahead for the Panthers. He has Linder with him. Jakey forced wide pass to Lindert, and it finds the back of the net. The duo of Lindert and Jakey have it rolling. That's their second linked up in the game.
What a duo on the ice there. Jakey able to find Lindert streaking in the back door, and it's just too easy when Jakey puts the puck right on your stick. Lindert able to poke it into the net, and 13:04 left. Panthers still need 2, but this looks doable, Noah.
It certainly does. As I said, that goal meaning everything in this game. If that one goes the other way, Panthers are pretty much out of it. Now, quite the opposite, as the Panthers have plenty of time, in fact, to find those next 2 goals. So, certainly a winnable game now for the Panthers.
Quick icing by the Hilltoppers. We'll have the face-off to Pogba's left, or excuse me, right.
Hilltoppers looking to find possession, though. Eventually chipped up and out of play.
Puck goes over the boards courtesy of a Hilltopper player, so we will have the face-off back in the offensive zone for the Panthers. And a line change will come here. First line coming back out for the Panthers.
Face-off finds no one else in the area as both teams battle for it along the near side. Hilltoppers for the moment fall on it. They'll still battle for possession as eventually the Hilltoppers seem to have settled things down. As that pass is deflected by Cameron. As it finds the stick of Mueller. Mueller looking for Buskogger as he sends it ahead to Nieto, though. A little too much on it. Nieto unable to come back to it. Buskogger will dump it in again as it comes up and out of play off the stick of Pogreba.
Oregon really not letting the Hilltoppers push forward here, as most of this period has been spent in the Hilltopper zone. I think the key here, Noah, is going to be really to test Pogreba. He's looked a little shaky on the last few shot attempts by the Panthers.
Lindert able to get a pass up to Leatherberry in space, looking for a deflection, doesn't get one. Barnish keeps the zone. Hilltoppers looking for a clear, though again it finds Leatherberry. Leatherberry thinking about it, long shot looking for a tip, rebound given up. Though quickly covered, and Jakey took a hit after the whistle.
This should be a penalty.
He was in the area of Pogreba, but really nothing that I think provoked that.
And it is going to be number 6, Thomas Bryant. He's going to be charged the penalty there after hitting Jakey. Panthers back on the power play again.
Linder to Nieto, long shot, blocked. Eventually it finds Jakey. Jakey shot wide. Nieto, though, able to gather the puck in space. Looking over his options, he'll send it to Dosher. Dosher back for Nieto. Nieto for Cameron. Cameron, shot fired, looking for a deflection. Rebound given up to Dosher. Shot fired, and it's a one-goal game!
Talk about Pogreba giving up rebounds. That one comes off of his left pad, and this time Dosher able to capitalize and put it home, and it's a one-goal game. And we still have over 11 minutes to play in this third period.
Time now, really not a factor at all. Plenty of time now for the Panthers to find that last goal, but again, still cannot let the Hilltoppers close it down as they look to ride this momentum. Shot fired from Cameron. Just barely escapes the net. As the Panthers are just that close. Cameron fought to the ice here as we have a whistle.
See what's going on over here. The official talking to Cameron as we will get the face-off outside the zone.
Face off and neutralized, one cleanly by Cameron. As that one skips around, Nieto looking for it, can't find it. Leatherberry eventually does fall on it for the Panthers. Finds a stick of Dosher, though. Dosher's initial chip in fanned on, the second one makes it through. Hilltoppers now looking to work it ahead, though. It's turned over to Barnish. Barnish will send it in deep as the Panthers change. Hilltoppers force back. Barnish able to win some time, able to win the puck, looking for a tough angled shot. Couldn't get it through. Jakey now, long shot. Just escaped as Pogreba was caught out of possession. Panthers unable to capitalize. As Leatherberry with a nice heads-up play, able to get the puck to Jakey. It is offside, though. Oregon has to tag up. Now the Hilltoppers look to skate ahead. Cameron Mueller now back, fighting hard, loses his stick as a pass comes in front. I don't think anyone knows where the puck is. It's still in play, and eventually it's chipped out to Anderson. And it escapes the zone. Now the Hilltoppers do have to tag up. They'll dump it in. Keene tees up Buskogger. As the Hilltoppers pressing awfully hard here, despite the one-goal lead. Awfully aggressive play. Now Jakey has space to work with, able to get free, though the puck just tipped away at the last second. Dangerous look as a long shot from Mueller, looking for a tip from Linder, just escapes. And I believe we're going to get a high stick call.
Good idea on the tip there, just got it a little early. And it will be a high stick. Oregon pressing forward. Jakey almost able to create a little bit more magic there. Just not quite able to get past the Hilltopper defender. The Oregon student section getting fired up. They know their team is getting back into this game.
Student section on their feet as Oregon is just looking for that equalizer. They've climbed back within one. They flipped the script after it was all Hilltoppers all game. Hilltoppers now offside, have to tag up. Puck escapes everyone though and is eventually turned over to the Panthers. Nieto able to collect it as he's separated from it quickly. Hilltoppers now turn it over, Nieto right in front, and he buries it, and we are tied!
The Hilltoppers with the sloppy play in the defensive zone. Edgar Nieto says, thank you very much, I will take that one. And he has a shooting gallery in front of Pogreba, and he ties this game up, Noah. What a play.
The focus from Nieto to hang on and just stay in that soft spot. Not sure if he was able to get a read on the pass, but nonetheless, right spot, right time. It's a free pass from the Hilltoppers, and it is a tied game now as we are under 10 to play. Still quite a bit of time here as the Panthers climb back rather quickly now. Timeout is used here.
Couldn't hear who called the timeout, but I'm assuming it's the Hilltoppers trying to slow this game down. This has been all Panthers in this third period. Really great job by them fighting back into this game, never giving up.
Hilltoppers, the first team out of the huddle. As now it's a tie game, the Panthers with momentum, but the story of the game has been the Hilltoppers shutting down Panther momentum time and time again. This is where Oregon needs to flip it. When it matters most, can they flip the script? As the Hilltoppers look to work ahead though, can't get further than Buskager as he sends the puck right back in deep. Quickly giving chase as Anderson as he works to win the puck with Jakey though. Hilltoppers able to send it ahead for the moment, and that will almost certainly be a hand pass.
Weird no call there. Hilltopper bench clamoring for a call. It's Jakey.
And now Jakey might have a chance. He's in a load, he has the space, forehand, backhand, shut down by Pogreba. Pass comes to Anderson, now Anderson was hit as he shot. Tough physical defense from the Hilltoppers as Oregon continues to ride this momentum for the time being. Up top, Panthers exchanging passes, Lindert. Puck nearly left its own, long shot, Buskager, rebound given up. Second shot is handled as the Hilltoppers left it up out of play, and that one hits the ceiling, so we will have the face-off.
Great opportunity there again from Jakey. Almost able to get it in, and then as the puck was looking to leave the zone, the awareness to feed it back into Anderson, who was in the middle. Fortunately not able to fall. Fourth line out there for the Panthers, see if they can get something going.
Benjamin's been close a few times as he looks for Zerwick. Early on in this shift, dumped in quickly by Leatherberry. Shervin now pressing Barnish, unable to fall on it, as the puck does eventually come back into the Oregon defensive end. On the stick of Leatherberry. Struck play able to win the puck and maintain it, skating forward now. The defenseman moving in, able to fight a man off, shot fired though. Just wide of the net, possibly looking for a tip from the far side. Pass comes across, no one on the end of it. Oregon now making changes. Zerwick fighting for the puck. It's sent in by the Hilltoppers. Cameron Mueller for the Panthers, able to dump it forward. Benjamin takes a hit as Zerwick is tied up along the far side. Mueller fighting to keep the zone, able to do so. Hilltoppers everywhere, though, as Oregon's changing. They'll dump it out eventually. Buskogger, again, looking to spring Oregon free. Zerwick with the puck. He'll dump it in deep. As Cameron now battles for it along the far side. Nieto looking back door. No one able to get the puck to him. As now there's a collision right where the referee was standing. As the puck ends up in that area, pass came through, no one on the end of it for the Panthers, so the Hilltoppers will dump it ahead. As it comes all the way down, and they're just trying to relieve the pressure with that icing call.
Yeah, absolutely. The Panthers, clearly the better team right now, not letting the Hilltoppers escape and making them ice the puck. And with that, they get fresh skaters on the ice, but Oregon also gets fresh skaters who are very motivated.
Turnover now from Keene as the puck was given up. Shot, though. Handled. Brief scare for the Panthers as Keene was trying to set his skaters up. Instead, passed it right to a Hilltopper. Barnish now. Kind of tied up with the puck, unable to find it, eventually does. As Anderson works it ahead, no one there, though. Leatherberry eventually does come up to send it forward. As we approach 6 to play in the period. Still time, though, starting to feel like next goal wins. Getting to that territory as the Hilltoppers now look for entry. Can't get it for the moment. Buskogger for the Panthers now. Looking to break them out. Passes behind Jakey. As now the Hilltoppers get forward, though, without the puck. And it's sent back in off the helmet of the fellow Hilltopper. And now through all the confusion, Jakey's able to find the puck, able to move to the front of the net, shot fired, rebound given up, no one able to fall on it.
Jakey went hard into the boards. He's still down behind the net as the Hilltoppers push forward here.
Shot fired and handled by Keene. Jakey does appear to be shaken up as he comes to the bench.
Great save there by Keene to slow this game down as the Hilltoppers responding with some pressure of their own. We certainly hope Jakey's all right and is able to get back out onto the ice.
Face-off becomes a bit of a battle as both teams look for possession. Hilltoppers able to get a pass out in front. Shot prevented initially. A second shot does come. Keene able to stop it. Delivers a big hit along the far side, though still it's the Hilltoppers with possession. Looking for a tip, it comes through, but escapes the back of the net now. Hilltoppers with some possession, something they haven't seen in a long time. Trying to make the most of it. As a turnaround shot's fired, and I think it went 5-hole on Keene. Wasn't expecting the shot, and the Hilltoppers have another lead.
Very unfortunate there. Like you said, Keene wasn't really expecting that one. Just a little dribbler that sneaks through. Very unfortunate goal to give up. 4:40 left in this third period. If you're Keene, you gotta shake that one off. Continue to play hard for the rest of this game. Hope that your offense can tie this game up again.
Ahead it is, the Hilltoppers shot fired, and this one handled by Keene.
Good confidence booster save right there. No problem for Keene on that one. Jakey is back out on the ice, which is good for the Panthers. He might be needed here in this situation.
The pass comes across now. I believe we're going to get a tripping call here against the Panthers.
Exactly right. Cameron Mueller heading to the box. And with just under 4.5 minutes play here, you can't be down a man for 2 minutes. Just costing a mistake there. Hopefully, Panthers able to kill this one off. We have seen them score a shorthanded goal in this game.
Face-off, won by the Panthers. They'll start this penalty kill with a clear. Shervin, the man in on the pressure, able to tie his man up. Though down a man doesn't have a whole lot of help. Shervin, though, now able to win a turnover. He has space, shot fired, and he was hit as he shot it. Forcing it off target as the Hilltoppers look to get back ahead. Puck, though, finds Leatherberry as he sends it up the boards. Hilltoppers now looking for re-entry. Eventually they do get in. Pass comes across, though. Handled for the moment, at least, by the Panthers. Onalaska, though, still with possession. Pass comes through, but deflected in red by Leatherberry. Long shot fired, that one wide. Rebound given up. Second chance opportunity stuffed out. The Hilltoppers, though, still with possession. Panthers unable to get anything off of this as eventually they wind it around, though the zone is kept by the Hilltoppers for the time being, but sent quickly down ice by James Shervin.
Good clear by him, able to get off the ice and get the second wave of penalty killers on.
We are approaching 3 minutes to play here in the game. About 40 seconds left on that penalty now. The Hilltoppers might have numbers if they get forward. Rebound given up by Keene. Second chance opportunity, turnaround shot hits the back wall. As the Panthers look to get it out and do just that. Now under 30 remaining on that penalty. Under 3 minutes to play in the game. Hilltoppers look to skate forward. Find a pass through neutral ice, eventually able to get it into the zone. Jakey, though, able to pick it off. Zone kept, however, long shot fired! And it finds the back of the net, and that will most certainly do it for the Hilltoppers.
Post and in on that shot by Sebastian Smith, number 7 of the Hilltoppers. Just a long shot, perfectly placed there.
Now a 2-goal deficit again for the Panthers. Barring a miracle, Hilltoppers looking like they're going to be able to hang on to this one. And this is just a game, Mitchell, that, as I said, just has seemed so far, but so close. All night long, they've been in it, it's right there, and it's gone again.
Yeah, just some unfortunate opportunities, some circumstances that presented themselves for the Panthers and the Hilltoppers. Panthers take a penalty when they were down 1, and Hilltoppers grab advantage of that one, and Panthers call timeout here. 2 minutes, 39 seconds left. They would need one really quick here, Noah.
They certainly would. Not out of the question. We've seen some crazy things happen, but certainly a highly unlikely scenario. Making up 2 goals in under 3 minutes in hockey is not a very easy thing to do.
Kyle Barnish talked to Josh Keene. I'm sure they're going to pull him as soon as they can, as Panthers do need 2 here.
This face-off starts with some early possession for the Hilltoppers. Though Anderson fighting hard to win a turnover, eventually it finds Jakey. Jakey looking to spring Linder free along the near side.
Extra attacker on for the Panthers here. No Josh Keene in the net.
Jacob Cameron, the extra man on for the Panthers. Looking to orchestrate some offense as Linder is able to dump it in deep. Oregon fighting hard to keep the zone with that empty net. Trying to keep everything in front of him, though the puck does escape the zone. Barnish has to dump it back in, but Oregon has to tag up. Now it's Jakey. Jakey shot blocked. Puck stays in the zone, at least for the moment. Eventually it does come back out now. Jakey dumps it in awkwardly. And a rebound was given up, though Oregon was in the middle of tagging up. Now Linder able to find the puck, but his shot blocked by the Hilltopper defense. Now it finds Cameron up top. Long shot fired, hit as he fired it. Linder trying to fall on a rebound. Can't get anything going again. It's Cameron, long shot deflected, just escaped the corner of the net.
I think that one caught the stick of the goaltender, so that one just went wide.
And now that one escapes everyone, though not on target.
Approaching the 1 minute mark left in this game. Panthers, this could be their last push forward.
And the puck quickly turned over, just escaped the net, though. As we approach a minute to play, puck turned over again. Panthers just can't even get out of their defensive end. As the puck escapes Nieto and is sent back ahead by Onalaska. Jakey had it for the moment. Dosher trying, but separated quickly. As Oregon battles for the puck, Onalaska trying to find that empty net. Oregon able to get ahead though, under a minute to play. Down two, Dosher able to get it out in front, no one on the end of it. Long shot fired, that one just off target. I thought that was gonna be it, but it just escapes though. With 35 seconds left, this game's all but over.
Very close there as Alaska almost tacks on one more. Panthers will have face-off with 35 seconds left. See if they have a quick off-the-draw play. Look for Cameron to try and win it back to Jakey, who's right behind him. Try and fire a quick shot.
Face-off, not won cleanly, really not won at all, as the Hilltoppers are able to tie it up along the far side. Eventually it finds Jakey, awkward shot. Comes off the side of the net, rebound given up, second shot can't get through. As the puck escapes everyone into the neutral ice. As we fall under 20 to play. Jacob Cameron sending Oregon ahead one last time with Jakey. Jakey looking for Nieto. Pass escapes though, the Hilltoppers tied up along the far side with 5 seconds left. That will end the game, and it will be a Hilltoppers victory. As I said, this was really just a game that was so close but so far all night, Mitchell.
Yeah, I felt like the Panthers were just always on the heels of the Hilltoppers. Came level once, but unfortunately we weren't able to pass them by. You got to appreciate the fight from the Panthers in this third period. Made it a very fun game to watch. Unfortunately, just falls short here tonight, Noah.
Certainly a hard-fought victory. Just couldn't quite close in on that early lead that Onalaska built. And Mitchell, I'm going to ask you, who are your stars of the game one from each team?
It's a tough one, Noah, but for Oregon, I got to go Andrew Jakey. He was phenomenal tonight. Picked up the hat trick. Really helped put the Panthers and keep them in the game. Just great as always out of him. We saw him score some great goals. And for the Hilltoppers, I'm going to have to go with number 7, Sebastian Smith. If I have my stat sheet right, he picked up 2 goals tonight. Those big 2 goals, the difference in the game here. As just a great game out of him and the Hilltoppers. And Noah, who are your stars of the game from each team?
For the Hilltoppers side, I'm going to agree with you. I'm going to give it to number 7, Sebastian Smith. I thought he was impressive. Those 2 goals he picked up looming large with the 2-goal victory for the Hilltoppers. And for the Panthers, I'm going to give it to Easton Lindert. He found his way onto the score sheet, picked up a goal, picked up an assist. He was everywhere. I thought his hustle was impressive. His hockey IQ was on display. Just kept finding himself in the right space at the right times, and he really played hard despite the loss. So I think he deserves my star of the game.
Great pick there, Noah. One of the unsung heroes of the game.
And with that, we are going to send you off into the night. But before we do, one last reminder that this broadcast is made possible with support from our generous sponsors. Bill's Food Center, Stowe and Health, the Oregon Athletic Booster Club. Join our team today and help support our student athletes. And by the Oregon Area Community Coalition. Parenting teens is hard. We're here to help. Oregon cares. And with that, Noah Bergstrom and Mitchell Mancusi signing off. Have a great night, Oregon.